It's day 340. Today was a pretty decent day. Just sent emails. I think we did like 150 bucks, so kind of a slow day, but not bad for passive income. But yeah, I really just worked on my software company, which it is a little bit farther along. What I worked on today was the web scrapers that are going to be running 24/7, scraping basically hundreds of thousands of job postings all over the internet from different company pages. And it sounds hard, but it's actually pretty simple to make something like that. And a lot of the work that I'm doing, a lot of people have already done, and they post their work. It's called open source. So people create a project, and they'll open source it, meaning you can use their code for whatever purpose you want. And so there's a lot of people that have already done something similar. So all I really need to do is just take what they've built and just throw my custom solution on top of it. Just tweak it a little bit to fit my use case. So it's honestly not too much work, and it's fun. It's definitely fun. So I'm definitely moving along. Like, I split this software, I think in like a week or so, maybe a little longer. I think in a week though, I'll have like every piece done. So like it'll be like, it could work, but it would be very shitty and it would not be polished at all. But it's like I split this software company up into a bunch of different projects, like a couple mini projects. So one of them is obviously the front end, the user interface, the dashboard, the website. That's done. It's definitely not like perfect, and it's not the final product, but the framework is there, the skeleton's there, and it'll serve as a good prototype for now. The second phase, or the second project, is the web scrapers to find these jobs. So I have my own database of jobs, and it'll be hundreds of thousands of jobs. And this is almost done. This is what I was working on today. The biggest challenge about this is just organizing it and scraping the correct data, so I'll be able to match it to user profiles in the future. So I need a good filtration system, and I need a way to match it to user profiles and user preferences. But that is a later project, but that's kind of tied into this. So once I am able to scrape job postings, I would consider this project done and move on to the next thing. And the next project will be the core functionality of the service, which is going to be the automation. So auto applying to jobs. So what that's going to look like is it'll take the link or the URL to the job posting that I just scraped, and it'll go in and automate the application process. And what that means is uploading a resume, uploading a custom built cover letter, and answering custom questions to that job application, and then inputting all the user information that the user put in for the profile, So this will be the hardest part, but I also don't think it'll be too hard. But yeah, that's really the scope. That's like the biggest one for sure, and it'll probably take a couple days to get something half decent. And then the final project is the ChatGPT AI integration piece, where I'll have to integrate the custom cover letters, and then for the job applications themselves, a lot of job applications have like role specific questions. So it's like, why do you want to work here? Like, what's blah blah blah. It's like specific to the question. You couldn't really automate it. A robot couldn't really do it, but AI could do it. So I have to integrate with AI. So it's basically like the automator will go to the job listing. It'll have the user profile that's applying to this job, and it'll go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, I need a cover letter, I need a resume, and I need you to answer these questions based on my information or the user's information. And then AI or ChatGPT is going to spit out back to me, okay, here's the custom cover letter, here's the resume, here's the answer to those questions you provided, and then boom, the automation script goes back into the job application, inputs all that information, uploads the resume, cover letter, and submits it. And all that's gonna happen in like a split second, or maybe like a second or two. You know, you get the gist. Like it's gonna happen very fast, and that's kind of the last part. So it's like four main projects with like maybe 50 mini projects under the hood, which I need to iron out. Like that'll be the better chunk of the work I have planned out. Like I think I can knock out all four of those mini projects within the next week. So it's like the four functionalities of the software will be done. Very, very like rudimentary and like skeleton-ish framework, but it will be done. The hardest part is going to be, like I said, polishing, ironing things out. But the bar none hardest part is going to be integrating everything together in a smooth, cohesive software and easy to use and easy to understand experience for the user. You know what I mean? It's like the dashboard has to display metrics of their job, of what their applications are. It has to match their information with my database to figure out jobs that are the best fit. You have to come up with formulas to score different jobs based on like their inputs and their questions, or the answers to the questions. So it's like there are a ton of moving pieces, but at the same time they're all very like one-off, like easy fixes alone. You know what I mean? Like they're very simple to create, but it's like putting them all together is where my head starts to spin a bit, because it's like it's not a simple task, you know, creating a full ecosystem of this, you know, especially when it's live, it's ever moving, and it's like I know in a month I'll have, you know, a pretty decent product, but it's like I don't know how it's gonna do if I had like, you know, 1,000 users using it every single day, or like 5,000 users. It's like I don't know. Like I would assume, because it's like technology and computers, like it's not gonna break, but like you never know, and that's kind of beyond my skill set. You know, it's like I don't really know the code I'm writing. I just know it works. You know what I mean? I know it works. I know it doesn't. And I know what I want. So it's like I'll be able to create the the basic product, but I don't know how it's gonna fare, you know, at scale. But I mean, there's challenges on every step of the way, so it's typically how it goes. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I'm about a week away from completing the four mini projects, and then the next 3 weeks are just gonna be ironing shit out, integrating everything together, polishing, making the website better, making the user experience like top notch, because that's really important to me. It's just how the user feels when they're interacting on our website. I need to come up with a sound pricing structure, how to deliver that, how to make sure, you know, there's so many moving pieces. It's definitely the most mentally intensive task or business I've ever taken on, especially to do it by myself. But it's fun, it's difficult, and I like problem solving, so it's a good match. And I think there's really something valuable here. I mean, think about it. Like, think if you were in the job market, right, and you're looking for a new job, and you had access to this tool that updates 24/7, brand new job openings all across, like, if there's a company that posts a job opening, we're gonna find it, and you're gonna be able to apply to it automatically. You know what I mean? And you'll get updates of what jobs you're applying to, what jobs are applying to you, or applying for you, and everything's just going to be interlinked. You know, if you could send out 3,000 like custom tailored applications a month, that you know the application is good, you know that we're answering questions, it's not robotic, there's custom resumes, there's custom cover letters. It's like, who in the fucking right mind would not pay for that? You know what I mean? So I think there's massive value with the software, and I think the market doesn't really have something like this. I mean, there are softwares, like I said in my last video, that do exist, that kind of do this, and that, to be honest, just proves that there is demand for this service. But I think all of them do it in a very shitty way, and I don't like how they do it. I don't like their dashboards. I don't like the website. I just think the whole thing is shit. And so I think I can take over. And I mean, the website I got right now and the dashboard I have right now, I think is already 10 times better than any of my competitors. And it's not even done. You know, it's like 20% of the way there. I just threw it up. So I think I got something real hot here, but I'm not I'm not banking on this in any way. like I said, I'm done. I'm done with that philosophy. So it's like I'm just doing this for fun. And yeah, if it makes money, it makes money. You know, that is the goal with it. You know, I wouldn't be doing it for free, but at the same time, I might actually. I don't know. Who knows? It's a fun project, so at least I'm getting fulfillment out of it. You know, which is one of the biggest things. So yeah, I like it, and I think it has massive potential, and I can't wait to see where it is in a month's time. I think it's gonna be huge. And fuck a month, you know. Where is it gonna be by the end of the year? You know, it could be so good. It could be so good. There's so many little like ideas I have for it that could just push it over the edge to make it that much better. You know what I mean? I have so many. I just wish I had like 10 developers working for me, and I could just be like, I want this, this, that, boom, boom, like, and just get it shipped. But you know, I gotta do it myself, which renders more control. So fuck it, it's good. But yeah, that does it for me today. I'll see you all tomorrow.